helps to unmute myself. Hi, chat. As we can tell by the title of the stream and the game, today is a monster prom or monster con type of stream. Means it's going to be maybe shorter than usual, maybe a little longer, depends on how things go. But, we're going to oh god, excuse me. We're gonna take a few minutes of just chatting so that in case anyone in my soft collab group wants to join, they can. But if not, then I will end up getting out of that Discord so that I can get my game going and all of that. But yes, some interesting things have been going on behind the scenes, which if you're in the Discord, you can actually kind of get a little bit of a probably a mostly obvious hint at what one of them is. So I guess I should do the Discord command on account of that. So there's the Discord, as always. Welcome to join. You can communicate with everybody else in there. You can watch or go into the I made this channel to share things you've made and just want to share, or see the various things that have been shared in there, most of it being my artwork, which is, as you can guess, my own artwork, which I have actually been out of my artist funk lately, which I love, because I was in a deep artist funk where I couldn't really draw well. But here we are. Really relaxing, calming, actually. I love drawing, it's just, I was in a bad art. I spent like almost 2 months not drawing in the first place. As is kind of the case. Another thing to kind of keep in mind is that we have a sub goal. If that sub goal is hit, we will spin on the punishment wheel twice, and a vote will be held for chat on which of the two is done, which is what you expect. And it auto changes the goal when it's hit, so when it's hit, hey, good news. That means we get another one set up, and if that one's hit, we get another spin on the wheel, well, set of spins on the wheel, etc., etc. I'm trying to find ways that make it so that my smaller stream schedule, being that I'm usually around 2 times a week, 3 if we're lucky, means that you wouldn't really be wasting. I mean, you really wouldn't be wasting. In the first place, you get access to our emotes that aren't. And we have a lot of really nice emotes. All of them made with a, what's it called? All of them made off of these templates by yours truly. And I mean, if you are somebody who likes emotes for Discord, that's another reason to join that Discord. On account of, you can use all of our emotes, including ones that aren't available on Twitch, for chatting and all that. If you have Nitro, I think, so anyway, you can use them outside of the server, but hey, there's a lot of them. I literally filled up all of my static emote slots. yes, we have a lot of emotes. They're a lot of fun. People seem to really enjoy them. I would say people really love the art emote, which we don't actually have as a part of our Twitch. Huh. Well, I did hold a vote on which ones we would actually use. But that is kind of the way of it. And, you know, things are going quite well, in full honesty, with everything going on. We're having a lot of fun. I am having to watch my phone for a package that's supposedly getting delivered today. I thought it was going to be delivered tomorrow, but I just got a thing. It's like, oh, hey, we'll deliver this today. I'm like, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. And, yeah. I'm gonna go a little, like, one more minute, just because that will put us at 5:10. My time, at least. You know what? Actually, we'll continue the break until I have filled my drink. Your girl here has forgotten entirely about the most important thing. My hydration. And by that I mean I also have to take my girl pills. Okay, so grab water. And obviously, for people who don't know, from February, when Resident Evil Requiem drops, that will probably be the day it drops that I will stream it, because I am a Resident Evil fangirl, and we'll probably have one of those spurts of me streaming regardless of my work schedule, just because I want to. Something that happened with Romancing Saga 2, even though I, at the very end, lost all interest in that game, just because it's a big game and it overstays its welcome, I'd say, by about 5 hours. Probably 10, because I haven't taken into account however long it's going to take to beat that final dungeon. But, you know, that's kind of just the way it is. Oh god, why am I doing this with my left hand? I'm so dumb. I am right hand dominant. I should not be pouring liquid with my bad hand when fucking up means I spill it all over my keyboard. Admittedly, I have a second keyboard, because when I had gotten my upgraded, or my new PC, I guess, it came with a really nice keyboard and mouse that I am now actually using. Because of the very obvious reason. I was trying to get a better PC so I could play Silent Hill games. Remake of 2, which I've kind of fallen off of, if we're being honest. It's probably not going to be finished, at least not as a stream. But I do have every intention of playing Silent Hill F at some point on stream. Maybe sooner rather than later. It's going to depend on how much it costs to fix up my car, because I desperately need to change out the brake pads, and they are... I've only been able to get them for sure tomorrow, as long as they don't fuck up the delivery. So hopefully I'm not driving around on barely functioning brake pads soon. Because let me tell ya, that shit is stressful. But depending on how much that costs will determine on if I can snag Silent Hill F or not. Also, at some time in... Sorry, I have pills under my tongue, so I'm going to speak with a slight lisp. But... Ed McMullen's Eugenics is set to come out, I believe, on the 10th of February. We're definitely going to stream that, because one of the series that constantly returns is XCOM 2. Which, at some point this year, will probably come back. Oh my god. And... Oh, why are you... Uh-oh. There we go. Okay, I'm leaving my Discord call I had going, because we're going to be streaming our game, and since nobody else has joined, it's probably just going to be moi. Let's go ahead and mute that music, switch over to the gaming section of our thing, and launch MonsterCon. Game that I really like. Okay, why is the game audio not capturing? As it's... Oh, that was weird. See, volume looks like it's good, though. Big fan of this game. And we will be going for Omen. I know we've done this before, but it's been... A, it's been a while. B, there is a secondary storyline that maybe will trigger, because you have to beat it once, the first story once, so... You know, hoping for the best. Okay, there we go. We're doing a regular one. Fantasy, retro, kawaii, future bass, lo-fi beats, or surf rock. Turn up volume so I can hear it. Yeah. I'm gonna say no to lo-fi. Maybe retro. Yeah, we'll go retro. We're gonna skip this introductory stuff just so we don't have to. And as you can tell, I have bought all the DLC. These are your first 4 characters. These 4 you just always have. Let's be you. Periwinkle. Okay, 3 things we like. Okay, so I'm blocking one of them with my big head, which is PhD on ship dynamics, but... Oh, and well-earned redemption arcs is a little hard to read because of my ears. But we have kawaii cereal mascots, owning you're a clown, dad joke t-shirt. Oh, excuse me. Incredibly nuanced villains, tier lists for everything, wholesome memes, anime fashion, pretending you're someone else, well-earned redemption arcs, evil air interior design, weird reality shows, and PhD on ship dynamics. Okay, well, we're ship dynamics for sure. I do run tabletop RPGs a lot, so I'm gonna say pretending you're someone else. Speaking of which, last Sunday of this month, I believe it is the 25th, I will be running Hex Club. We will be returning to Neon Noir, which is our cyberpunk, Fallout, mismatch of a setting where the characters are all synthetic humans who are trying to figure out a string of murders. And we will have a full-on... oh god, what's it called? I'll have a full-on summary of what's going on. With that coming up at the start of the session, I just need to write it, and it shouldn't be too hard. And it's probably a really good place to jump in if you missed the intro, because it'll start off in the action that unfortunately these types of stories you can't run starting in the action, which means probably a more enjoyable starting. And then you could go back and listen to the other ones or watch them. Oh god, did I need to make sure though. I need to figure out if those are... I need to figure out posting for them in general. I'm realizing. I'll figure that one out. Let's go with cereal mascots, because cereal mascots are funny. Choose your top 3 magical girl tropes. Okay, the rival. Clearly the rival character who's just sexy and cool. We'll go with you. The third one I wasn't super caring about. And you'll notice that we've done all the comics except for one, and the one that just got added in the update. We'll do that one, because it's Yu-Gi-Oh! And, I grew up with Yu-Gi-Oh! So, naturally, I think we should... which one's Charm? You Charm? Your boldness. So, yeah, your Charm. Near the merch hall, you find a mysterious fortune-telling machine. There's a sign that says, "Ask a witch and Zoltar will grant it." Originality is not your strong suit, so you ask to... Originality is not your strong suit, so you ask to be big. The machine spits out a ticket that says, "Your wish is granted." You keep walking around, waiting to get bigger, but you don't feel any different. Till you look at your butt. Yes, you now have a big, juicy 2+ charm butt. Wishes do come true. I turned into a surfer bro for a second there. You're roaming the booths with Zoe, April, and Doug when you spot a booth selling cute plushies and other merchandise. Super kawaii! The sign around it says, "Cuteness levels over 9,000. Prepare to bust in a woo." Okay, my curiosity speak. I gotta see how kawaii this shit is. Come on. Oh, excuse me. You all pass more signs as you enter the booth. "Not for the faint-hearted, senpai. Abandon all hope, ye sussy bakas who enter here." This seems sketchy. Are you sure this is safe? Of course it's safe. It's just a plushie store. Kind of weird marketing tactic, though. Or is it a genius marketing tactic that makes you want to check it out that much more? Finally, you enter the inner shop. Huh. After all that build-up, this is kind of underwhelming. Yeah, these plushies are cute, but not shit a rainbow and pass out cute. You haven't seen anything yet, says the vendor smugly. Do you think you can handle my most kawaii product? Only one way to find out. Lay it on us. The vendor pulls out a black box, unlatches the padlock, and shows you the most kawaii shit you've ever seen. Sorry, I don't have... My voice is shot at the moment. I'm not doing a scream. Fuck, we fucked up. No, it's too kawaii. They all collapse, vomiting rainbows and glitter. These levels of kawaii are too dangerous to be viewed with the naked eye. Do something before your friends fall into the cutest comas ever. The cutest comas ever. I can read. Kawaii overdose is no different from snake venom. You think. Time to use your survival skills. Suck the kawaii out of your friend's body. Read the product's label. It was probably made by people under very non-kawaii working conditions. I mean, I think it's gonna be funnier if I take the sucking out the kawaii like it's venom. Good idea, but honestly, you'd call any idea that involves sucking on your friends good. Fair. You have called me out. Any friends out there want to get sucked? Anyway. Fucking... Fuck. Hold the phone. Is someone sucking on my ankle? Looks like Periwinkle is. What are you doing down there, silly goose? Wait, let me guess. I think I've got a good understanding of Periwinkle's quirks by now. I think she is doing leech roleplay. It must be the hot new craze. Nah, I think she's trying to suck the excess kawaii out of my system. You know, like poison. Really? That sounds a little... let's go with not smart. Well, she managed to distract us from the kawaii overdose, so I guess it was kind of effective? Nice! Doing stuff that kind of works is my specialty! Oh my god! April's freaky. I forgot. Hey, don't stop now. It's my turn to get my ankle sucked. Wait. But if it's not actually removing the excess kawaii, why do you want her to... Because she was clearly having fun with it. It's not a fetish or anything. Honk honk. You get back to sucking on... Oh. Like... If I'd made it through this whole stream without breaking, that would have been a fucking miracle. But making it less than a half hour in is probably what it should be. You get back to sucking on your friends like a newborn piglet. They praise you for your heroism and your sucking technique. Big win. I've been praised for my sucking technique before. Wow, I am being lewd as fuck this stream, apparently. Anyway, You gain boldness for being willing to suck out the kawaii poison, but lose smarts. Yeah, that tracks. That tracks. There's a Smash Your Bros tournament going on at the community zone. You sign up because love always trumps violence. The matches involve 8 players each, and things get horny and confusing quite fast. In the end, it's very hard to tell who actually won, but you all surely got fun in the process. Afterwards, you meet up with Liam, Zoe, and Doug, and April. Oh, that's a whole... I did not expect all of these people to attend a roundtable discussion about harem animes. Time for your natural horniness to shine. Fellow harem enjoyers, the genre is at risk. The industry is running out of ideas. How many more tsunderes saying baka can we enjoy till it feels just too tired? Inventive tropes make for better harem rosters, and better harem rosters make every love interest shine brighter. Sounds like Zoe would really love the 100 girlfriends who really love you. That might have been too many reallys, or not enough. But it sounds like Zoe would really enjoy that show. And hey, if you want to watch a harem anime that is actually a harem, hey, there's your recommendation for you. The 100 girlfriends who really love you. Anyway. Wow, Zoe, for once, I think we're 100% on the same page. Exactly! Look at Liam here. Back in Spooky Academy, he was undoubtedly the weakest link of the romantic roster. Wait, what? But here, aided by a much stronger roster, even Liam is cool. What? Liam used to not be cool? Thanks, Doug. We must ask ourselves, otherwise, what's our bar as consumers and creators? A romance roster of 6 love interests where 2 are angry demons? I do agree. If your harem is a small cast and 2 of them are basically the same concept, that's a problem. What it should be in that hypothetical is 1 very angry demon and 1 incredibly demure, soft-spoken demon. Like the demon that, you know, 1 for the shonen protagonist and 1 for the shoujo protagonist. Also read shoujo manga if you get a chance. It's really good. Sailor Moon's a go-to. Highly recommend it. But should we reinvent the wheel, though? If the tropes have been there since the dawn of time, maybe it's because they do work. Yeah, the cute but secretly murderous pink yandere clown is right. Also, I'm always a fan of a yandere appearing in things. I would love to see more good harems with a yandere as a part of the harem. Also, everybody should read Dandadan. Dandadan's fucking amazing as a manga. You should read it. I've been reading it off and on for the past few weeks, and I think I've finally gotten to the point where I've surpassed what's in the anime. So I can finally... Because for some reason, Dandadan, I was like, I have to read it before I watch it. Maybe now I can actually watch it, because I think I'm all caught up. Anyway. Sure, they do work, but can't we push further than that? Let's compromise. We keep our tsunderes, Genki girls, and yanderes. Let's try and come up with 1 innovation to the genre. It seems it's once again up to you to solve the conflict by proposing 1 of 2 ideas. For that is your narrative function within this group. suggests a groundbreaking new type of character for the roster of a harem anime. Oh. Oh, these are all... I love the art in this game. It's so cute. The model train enthusiast. Will she love you more than she loves model trains? Or people are starting to become immune to tsundere's harsh personalities. They want a personality that feels like getting hit by lightning. They want the tsundere. Objectively, both of these designs are super cute. I like this one more. Yes, smash immediately. You wanna date a sentient spike of lightning? I get it. Yeah, I agree. Definite smash. Hey, sometimes the funnest smashes are the ones where you're a little afraid for your life. Just a little. I get it. Periwinkle is trying to tell us harem anime isn't about genre disruption, about turning almost anything into a hot waifu. Yes. Yes, I want a harem where I essentially want date everything as a harem, but I want the designs to be better. Look, I'm gonna call this shot that somebody else called already, but I think Date Everything's designs are too on the nose. I think they are lazy because they are too on the nose. That said, good job to the devs. The designs are still really good, and the game is clearly done well, but you know, I feel like the designs are too on the nose. So I have zero interest in it as a playthrough situation. So, making people want to kiss a thunderbolt is almost like commentary. Oh man, until now I never considered kissing a thunderbolt. But now, wouldn't it kill me? I am no electricity expert. High chances of it, but isn't that the beauty of it, Doug? Tsunderes are all about clinging onto something even when all signs tell us it's not a good for Exactly. And this design leans perfectly into clever wordplay, the storm chasing, the quest to capture lightning in a bottle, so to speak. And when the MC finally gets that first electrifying kiss, the tsundere immediately returns to her aloof, unapproachable demeanor. What? Why? I thought she liked me. I mean the MC. Yes, but you see, Doug, lightning never strikes in the same place twice. OMG, is someone writing this down? It's cool, but I still have one problem with it. The tsundere isn't real, and now I'll never be happy knowing what I can't have. You don't want your friends to be sad and blue-balled, so you buy the closest you get to a tsundere's kiss. A taser! Oh no. I've heard that being tased hurts like a bitch. Which is a good thing. Do me first. Do me. April is a freaky bitch. I forgot how freaky she is. So to all of the freaks out there, when you play this game, you're going to probably want April. At least when it comes down to the really freaky kinks. You're strutting down the lobby, proud of your amazing A kid approaches you. Could I have an autograph, please? Aw, you have a little fan. You hand him an autograph. The kid yells, "Who is Periwinkle?" He leaves crying as he realizes his favorite character is not real. Oops, forgot to stay in character. You gain boldness for being a ruthless person who just shattered someone's dreams. You know, that is a valid point. If I ever did cosplaying, and a kid came up for my autograph, I'd think I would have to sign it in the character's name. Huh. Interesting. You're checking the con schedule with Doug, April, and Zoe when you notice a buff bug giving out free hugs. I have a friend who will want to see this. Howdy, friends. Does anyone want a hug? I understand if not, but I'd love a hug. Come here, pal. Oh, thank you. You're so nice. I just... Gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm getting snot all over you. Don't worry about it. I'm basically a big sentient snot. Probably all you need, big fella. Oh, Doug. That said, if you want a man who will treat you right, Doug. 100%. Just a big old goofball. Thank you. I'm just so happy. You're the first person to want to hug me all day. What? But free hugs are amazing. Why wouldn't anyone want... I can think of a few reasons. Well, unfortunately, there's a ring of nefarious hug dealers out there who are just trying to get people addicted to the hugs. First one's free, but then they charge you more and more for each hug after. One word gets around, most people started avoiding free huggers. Yeah, it sucks. Hugging strangers was so wholesome until those darned hug dealers ruined it. No. 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 Always be wary of the free hugs, people. Just saying. We can't let that slide. I swear my friends and I won't stop until we've rehabilitated your image and made hugging great again. Oh, do we have to? I was looking forward to seeing that panel on... Yes, right now, all of us, free hugs are now my passion. God, Zoe's so cute. Her obsession with Garfield is very funny also. You're all so nice, but how can we make the world see that free hugs are safe in moderation? Give. Zoe is a wife. Hey, Jesse Cox and the rest of the people behind Monster Prom 4, or Monster Prom in general. Hey, hey, this is Hey, let me get in close to the mic here. Hey, this is coming from a certified freak. I would buy a body pillow of Zoe and Omen, no questions asked. And I'm sure that people would also be very interested in getting the other characters. I'm just saying, like, if you were to, say, try a test run of the merch, I mean, I'm not saying I wouldn't be one of the people to buy it if I had the money at the time. But I'm 100% saying that, oh my god, I would buy a Zoe and an Omen body pillow, no questions asked. Okay, that should... Oh god, how do I do this? Oh god, I don't know how to effectively clip as the streamer. Da 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 da. Okay, I have like what will be the clip section for later in stream. Okay. I think I figured out how to do it. Cause I have to clip everything that I want to turn into clips nowadays, because I can't guarantee somebody will clip it for me. And I really want to start getting some shorts I can put out. So, sorry if it ever brings the stream down to a crawl for a section, but I need to get as many. I want as many clips as possible. Anyway, give hugs a new image by rebanding them as the body lasso or the gentle suplex. Oh, another fun thing about Dandadan, they keep having fights that involve a kaiju. I'm not going to explain anything more than that because it's really funny reveal. Or interesting reveal. But every single time that kaiju has been beaten in a fight, it has been with wrestling moves. There's been a power bomb and a suplex so far. And it's awesome. Read Dandadan. I fucking love Dandadan. It's so... If you like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but find it kind of hard to follow at times, well then you're going to love Dandadan, because I have not struggled to follow what's going on more than once. I think I have one time, but that's it. Anyway, offer a pamphlet with every hug explaining the dangers of hug addiction and warning signs to watch out for. Let's do that one. You write up a pamphlet explaining the dangers of hug addiction. You stand beside the free hugger and pass them out. It's working. Everyone who reads them becomes much more comfortable with accepting a free hug. Dang, Periwinkle. Those pamphlets are, like, working gangbusters. What'd you write in them anyway? Let's see. Dare. Don't accept random embraces, a PSA. Picture it, you've had a hard day or week or month or life. God, that's me for real. Just like, oh, it's been a hard day. Week. Month. Life. I do that all the time. And you just want to go home and pour yourself a nice tall glass of warm hug. This is normal, but don't fall prey to hug addiction. Before you accept the stranger's hug, check yourself for the warning signs. Do you suffer from shakiness between hugs? Could be a lack of body heat, or it could be addiction. Do you see happy couples and long to sandwich yourself between them? It could be horniness, or it could be addiction, you know? I've seen a few couples that have been like, you know what, I'd like to be... I'm not gonna finish that sentence. I just realized how incredibly risque it is to say on Twitch. Anyway. Do you suffer from insomnia, increased appetite, and intense irritability? Because those are actually the signs of a nicotine withdrawal, but that's also an addiction. If you or someone you know is suffering from a hug addiction, call 1-800-NO-TOUCH for support. There are also hug addiction rehabilitation centers available, the only place where being put in a straitjacket can be a comfort. This is a random thing. I've always been curious what it feels like to wear a straitjacket. Not in like a sexual way, just in general I've been like, huh, what would that be like? In the meantime, hug responsibly and never give or accept an embrace while driving. You four have been such a great help to me. Can I hug you all? It's all in the house. Wasn't it already? Who cares? You all group hug and gain smarts for your pamphlet, but all the dry copywriting costs you creativity. I think we should... this. Yeah, exactly. It's just that in the context of what was going on in that conversation earlier, I'm like, I feel like I need to specify this. Because it could, you know, read weird if I don't. Oh, I accidentally clicked. Room service asks you, how can I help you? You tell room service you memorized the ceiling because you were bored. Turns out room service loves your room ceiling. They've memorized it out of boredom too. You talk about it 4 hours. Oh. Okay. I was like, oh, shit, that's the thing that says my thing is being delivered. I thought it was saying that my thing was delivered and I'd have to go grab it real quick. By the way, I ordered something and I thought I said have it delivered tomorrow, but apparently I clicked deliver it today. So, that's fun. Your girl will be able to, once my body hair grows out a bit, try out waxing and see if it's for me or not. Anyway. The conversation is enriching and inspires for a ceiling-themed creative project you may have in the future. You gain creativity. You, Zoe, and April are ready to go out. So you walk into Doug's room to find him reading a manual in front of the hologram of an anime waifu. Doug, I didn't know you were into sex toys. What? This is not a sex toy. It's a holodoll, a state-of-the-art holographic virtual assistant. Oh my god. So, has everybody seen that really cringe anime, like that cylinder that you put on your desk and has like a virtual anime girl? And it's really just an AI assistant, essentially. Hey, people, if you're lonely, an AI-driven anime waifu isn't the way. There are these things called libraries. And a lot of libraries do these things called events. They're really cringe and also probably expensive. But hey, these library events, they're a way to make connections with people. What you need is a connection in your life that's friendship. Not some AI assistant with a camera that can watch you do whatever it is you're doing and try and sell you on shit. That's also going to cost you a fuck ton of money. Most of these library events are free or incredibly cheap because the resources needed to do these like one-off events are pretty cheap. Or hey, a really great thing you can do is find your local comic book shop. Generally, there's this thing called Adventurers League, which is where you can play Dungeons and Dragons that's kind of like weekly under like the Wizards of the Coast thing. And while I fucking hate Wizards of the Coast and D&D as a system, it is a great way to make friends and hang out. Or hey, Magic the Gathering nights are usually a thing. Like there was a local comic shop that I don't really go to anymore, mainly just because I barely go to comic shops anymore in general unless I'm picking up comics. Magic the Gathering, there were 2 nights a week. And you just meet up and play Magic the Gathering. And, yeah, like, you can make connections very easily. And I'm assuming you're into that stuff, because if you're not and you're watching my streams, hey, thank you for the first of all. But second of all, I'm surprised. Because I don't feel like I have, like, that it factor to draw in people who aren't already into, like, my weird shit. But if I am, hey, that's cool. That's a really cool action. Anyway. Hi, I'm Yukiko, Your assistant, confidant, and best friend. And maybe, if you'd like, I could be something else. See how nice she is. I had to pay for it on credit, which I'll have to pay through several microcredits, but the investment is worth it. Just check this out. Yukiko, tell me if I have any appointments on Friday. Of course you do, dummy. You're going to the movies with us. I'm sorry, Doug. I haven't been able to find any appointments for Friday. Huh? That's weird. Remember scheduling it. Must be the cheap USB charger I bought. Going down to the store to get another one. Don't touch Yukiko, please. Doug leaves, and April and Zoe immediately grab the hollow doll. Let me try. Yukiko, set up a date for Doug with April and Zoe for Friday. Sorry, I didn't quite get that. Try again. Boy, she's slow on the uptake. Yukiko, date, Doug, April, Zoe, Friday. Sorry, I didn't quite get that, bitch. Knew it. I fucking knew it. You don't draw an icon like that unless they're secretly fucking insane. What did you just say? Don't play dumb. I've seen the way you look at my Dougie. He's spending too much time with you. Oh crap, this hologram AI is designed to act like yonder, a psychopath. What? Why would someone design an appliance to act like that? I am not an appliance. I am Doug's future lover, and I won't let some skanks ruin his life. Who are you calling a skank? I'm gonna reset this hollow horror right now. Let's see who resets who first. Suddenly, all doors and windows slam shut. The temperature in the room starts to rise. Perhaps this crazy yandere hologram is gonna kill us. Periwinkle, do something! Never back down, never surrender. You have to out yandere this yandere. I'm probably choosing that option because that's very funny to me. Check the settings. You can probably set the holodoll to something like Dandere or overly supportive soccer mom. No, we gotta out yandere it. You want Zoe and me to be crazier than this doll. Zoe and April exchange a meaningful glance. I know, playing it straight is... I mean, if they didn't play it straight, it wouldn't be as funny as it is. Alright, who should we get yandere about? Doug? No, I have a better idea. Just follow my lead. Yukiko! What do you want now? Are you done chasing Jug around? Doug? Who's Doug? I only have eyes for you. You're the prettiest virtual assistant I've ever seen, and nothing will tear us apart. What? Yukiko, you're in love with April? Oh, we're meant to be together. If you don't love me, I'll tear my tentacles off. Easy, ladies. You don't love me, you're just being toxic. All this talk about tearing off limbs is so... Yandere. Holy mother of robots. Is that what I sound like? But I'm programmed to be yandere and love Doug. How can I do both? I have to love, but I must be yandere. Yukiko starts to overheat. Just then, Doug opens the door. I'm back! Doug, The holodoll explodes all over the room, turning into a scattering of junk. What the heck? Zoe and April pull their best oopsie face at Doug. Yukiko, my sweet Yukiko. Don't be sad, Doug. If it makes you feel better, we'll be your real personal assistants for the rest of the day. Okay. Ooh, you saved your friends from certain death And you've saved Doug from a toxic relationship. You gain boldness, but lose smarts. I mean, agreed. It is very stupid to be like, we can outdo a program, right? Which, I mean, you can outdo programs pretty easily if you think about it. Okay, so I was gonna go down the Omen path, but we have not seen Omen at all so far. Maybe we go down Zoe instead. Because I think Zoe also has a second storyline that we could possibly see. But also, Omen is scary and hot. I'm gonna be honest, anytime I go for Zoe, I feel more like I'm doing self-zest. Which, I mean, with some of the things I'm working on in the background, that, again, if you go into the Discord, you can kind of get a pretty good guess on what it is. That wouldn't be a bad fan art to commission. Well, an art piece to commission. You know what? Ads are running now. Let's just take it. We're going to take advantage of the ad break. And, we'll come back. Okay. I mean, regardless of what option I choose, I am going to be at this table, so... I wish it wasn't like whichever side I pushed on the keyboard, it would cycle through instead of just stopping. Because then I could just hold it down, and then just hit enter and we go with whichever one we get. Oh god, I don't know. They're both good options. I guess I can flip a coin. I have this fancy coin that I got when I backed Eat the Reich, which is a tabletop RPG where you play as vampires, dropped into France during World War II with the explicit goal of drinking all of Hitler's blood. Yes. But on one side it has Fang, on the other side it has a bat. So I'm going to say Fang is Omen because that seems about right. Alright, we're going for Omen. I mean, I'm guessing the little paper there is our sign that this is the sideline we want. So we'll go for a walk with Omen. You and Omen go on a lovely stroll through the park. They reminisce about their villain days, a favorite conversation of theirs. This time it's focused on an old grimoire they used to have and all the magic havoc they used to wreak with it. Ah, the glory days. Too bad we can't get them back. Or can we? Let's go. Before getting into the drawing part of your comic project, you call a couple of your friends. You just realize some of your characters look exactly like them. Happens when you have such cool looking friends, so you thought it'd be nice to get their approval to use their likenesses first. What's the admittedly kinda useless thing that you'd bring to a desert island? 50% off coupon for a theme park, free pass for one crime, your dad's approval, a taxi license which is coveted taxi driver with its coveted taxi driver diploma. Free pass for one crime. You gotta fight a fearsome foe. Quick, grab something to aid you in the battle. A majestic horse, drunk Uncle Bernie, 20 lawyers, or a pot of boiling hot coffee. If I got into a fight, and one of these was nearby me, and I was going to use it as a weapon, I think it'd be the boiling hot coffee. I doubt there would be boiling hot coffee around me, though, because even when I drink caffeine, I didn't drink coffee. Oh my god, I just realized what this music reminds me of. So, there was a game on the Nintendo 64 I had as a kid. So I was like 8 or 9. Because it was like one of the first games we ever had. It was that and Mario Kart 64. Called Mystical Ninja starring Goemon. Goemon, I think is how it is. But in order to unlock your character's like superpower, you had to do these like trials. This music sounds vaguely like the trial music. If I ever got an emulator working, or that ended up being on like one of the Nintendo virtual things, I would stream that, honestly. Because it's a weird game. Really fun, weird game. And I love me some weird games. You find a cool shirt. Oh. You like in a commercial stand. I'm sorry. I'm not reading the one that's like, you have all this money. Because I've read that one so many damn times. Later, you're at the hotel bar with Doug and Nico. You've progressed past the happy tipsy stage and are deep into sad boy hours. Oh god, if that ain't me when I'm drinking alone, which I don't do often, admittedly, because it's kind of sad to drink by yourself. Which is why whenever I do actually stream, drink, I usually am streaming. Oh no, I don't want to sound ungrateful. My dad loves me, but I've never felt like he's tried to understand my hobbies, or why I like the things that I Everybody shut up right now! I have glorious news. I have finally tracked down my old magic grimoire from my villain days. Time to check my evil lairs for my belongings. Most of them have been converted into Airbnbs, but I found my grimoire buried in one of the bathrooms. The owner was irate, but you cannot make an omelet without breaking a few toilets, or however the saying goes. Good for you, Omen. What spell are you going to cast first? Good question. One of my favorites was an incantation that turns people inside out. Such a slow, hilarious way to die. You're not going to do that one, are you? Well, now I have to. Trust me, dog. You'll love it. Corpus Inversinum Mysticum. I'm going to be honest, I got so distracted by the game, I have no idea what you were referring to, Airport. My bad. Oh, Eat the Rack, mate, is most likely it. Tabletop game, you get a bunch of people together and do weird shit. It's fun. Unfortunately, I've learned that one of my go-to TRPG players... Oh, Mystical Ninja? It's weird. It's really fun and really silly, but it's weird. Like, a narrator is a literal character who just jumps in and you have conversations with. One of the characters you get in your team is literally just a robot boy. Also very funny. Why do you look the same, Nico? Were you already inside out or something? Tries to cast it on me? I think the problem is, the whole being defeated and imprisoned in a suit that blocks your magical powers thing. Oh, right. Hey, cheer up. I'm sure you can still cast some of the spells in here without magic. Yeah, it's like when you're making brownies but forget to buy sugar, so you use applesauce instead. Virtually the same dish. Someone needs to enroll Doug in a cooking class stat. But right now, you gotta cheer up Omen by finding a spell they can cast with no magic. Okay, so we have done one of these before. So we're gonna go, if you don't need a possession spell to control someone else's body, just piggyback ride him. Good idea, Periwinkle. Without warning, they jump onto your back and start piggybacking you. You're reminded that Omen is covered in painful metal spikes. You didn't think this through. I claim ownership of your mind. Walk to the frozen confectionery store and buy me a milked shake. A milked shake. Just, my brain immediately jumped to the image of somebody trying to milk a shake. Yes, Omen, anything for you, Omen. We all say as you walk towards the ice cream parlor. Periwinkle, I command you to think dirty thoughts. Okay. What are you thinking about? Boobs? Very nice. Oh, a new idea. I command you to fly. But I can't fly. That's impossible. Nothing is impossible under my command, and I command you to fly, damn it! You're about to protest again when you realize... Oh my god, I love these moments where I read slightly ahead and it breaks me before I finish it. Because for people who don't have the context, in Discord recently I said Ratatouille is a mecha movie. Now you have the context. You're about to protest again when you realize that Omen's been pulling your hair to guide you Ratatouille style and led you to the edge of a cliff. Go, Fairywinkle, let's fly! To no one's surprise but Omen's, you fall off the cliff. It's a very long drop. Holy crap, are you guys okay? Yes. Luckily, Periwinkle broke my fall. Apologies, Periwinkle. I forgot that the flight spell and the mind control spells are different. Fear not, we shall get it right next time. Besides all your broken bones, this has been a great fun. But you lose boldness on the way down. I mean... Ow. I don't really get boobs on the mind when I'm being horny or having horny thoughts. I don't know what to say about that. You enter a competitive tarot tournament because you're reckless enough to gamble your entire future. After several hangmans and burning towers, you decide to harness the power of celestial bodies. When your best Yu-Gi-Oh impression, you throw down Pluto. Pluto isn't a planet anymore. You're playing with an old deck. You're disqualified, and your opponent also predicts that you'll die of chlamydia. While you just gained terrible fate, you also got fun because dying from chlamydia means at some point you'll get laid. Doug invited you to a competitive tarot card. It's the set. Okay. Event this afternoon. You brought Omen and April along in the hopes they can. Ugh. In hopes they can provide some bartering muscle. Wow, this is a bit overwhelming. I don't even know who to trade with first. I sure hope no one scams me. Oh, look at this smug fuck. Good day, my friend. I see you have a tarot reverse card. I'll trade you a pride card for it. I don't know. Reverse cards are pretty rare, and prides are kinda weak. Pride was weak before last September's expansion. Now they're countered all its debuffs, and Pride's all the rage. Oh yeah, last September's. I'm definitely up to date on that. Okay, I'll trade you my reverse for... Perfect, bye. Am I misunderstanding this bizarre situation, or did we just get scammed? Yes. I thought so. Worry not, Doug. Auntie Omen will fix it. Where did I put my stabbing knife? No, don't stab him. An insolent overdose is much harder to convict. Jab him with this syringe. April, my dear, I love the way you pretend not to think. I don't think murdering him would be very good sportsmanship. Maybe you could teach me to be a more confident barterer instead. You three never seem to back down from a challenge. That's certainly true, and you're not about to start now. What could Doug do to improve his bartering game? Clear communication is key. Just ask, are you scamming me? Just out of curiosity. Enroll in university to get a bachelor's degree in international trade. It has the word trade in it, so it should work. Let's go with the university, because I think that's funnier. Before you can stop and consider all the student debt you're about to earn, you and your friends are whisked off to college. So thank you for enrolling in International Trade 101. With my lecture finished, I can answer any questions you may still have. I've got someone. If someone offered you a pride card in exchange for a tarot reverse, would you consider it to be a fair trade? What? Surely this has nothing to do with international trade. Oh, of course. Sorry. Let's say the person offering the pry card was from Norway. Would that be a fair international trade? Does anyone here have a question that's actually about international trade? Well, since we're here, how much TNT could one import into the country without alerting national security? That's oddly specific. It's just a fun hypothetical. Don't think too much about it. Honk honk. So you won't answer the questions about cards. You won't answer the questions about explosions. Do you know anything about international trade, old man? Did anyone else enroll in this class expecting to learn about trading cards? Around a third of the class raised their hands. Fuck my life. The teacher ends the class, so you don't get answers, but the confidence of having attended an international trade class once makes Doug a much better barterer. I mean, it doesn't actually make him any better at trading, but he thinks he is, and it's the thought that counts. You gain smarts and lose charm. I don't think that was... Okay. It's fine. I think that was stupid, but... You're roaming around the lobby when a tiny little dude pulls your shirt and whispers, "Hey, you need water? It's important to stay hydrated." He offers you a bottle. You get so nervous about the social interaction that you temporarily forget how to properly use a bottle. You water yourself like the awkward little... Oh my god. I was not ready for that one. You water yourself like the awkward little flower you are. You thank the stranger, who's left confused. Well, maybe it's not so bad. What if the water was laced? Good thing you didn't manage to drink it like a normal person. Yeah, that is another thing. If some stranger offers you a drink, especially if it's an opened bottle, don't drink it. Just decline it. Seriously. Also, if you're out drinking, make sure that you don't leave your drink unattended. Just for obvious reasons. Just, you know, I think there are things you can get that you can actually like put over your drink that make it harder to do things like that too. I highly recommend getting one of those if you're going to be going out drinking. You gain boldness for navigating a potentially dangerous situation. You, Omen, Doug, and April are roaming the con, unaware that you're about to be approached by a fearsome creature. A kid. Oh god. Hey, have any of you seen my mom? She said she'd be right back. Well, I haven't seen her in a while. Oh no, don't worry, buddy. You can hang out with us until she comes back, okay? Fine. Hey, you, tall lady. Do you mean me? What? Lady, hey, lady! What? What the fuck do you want? Made you look. Wow. I don't think it's far-fetched to assume that the kid's mother left him behind on purpose. Well, if this is a case of a child abandonment, the con rulebook is clear. You have to find a place for him within 30 minutes or raise him until he's 18. What? No. Airport. This is a statement for everyone regardless of gender identity, appearance, or anything. Always keep your drinks covered and within, like, don't leave them unattended. It is not a matter of if you look like a woman or not. It's a matter of people will try and drug you if they want to try and drug you for whatever reason. fucking cover your drinks. Or until he dies, whichever comes first. Darn. I don't have room to bury any corpses in my backyard. So we better go with the getting rid of him part. Yes! Men get raped, airport! Is the statistics skewed towards women? Yes. But it's like there's a 2-in-1 split, essentially. Like, for every one guy, there's 2 women. That's kind of like the best way to look at it. I'm so glad you don't come off as the person to go to parties or go drinking because, oh my god, airport. Well, come on, Periwinkle, take the attention off of me and think of a way to ditch this kid. Use the kid to back a bet in an illegal high-stakes poker game, then just lose. Use the kid to back a bet in an illegal high-stakes poker game, then just lose. Lobby the government to lower the age of labor. If this kid can be sent off to the mines, he'll become a way more valuable asset. Let's use the kid to back a bet. Okay, but where are we even gonna find an illegal high-stakes poker game? There's always an illegal poker game going on any place you go. You just have to open a door that looks like it shouldn't be opened. After opening several doors that just lead to janitor's closets and occupied restrooms, you finally stumble upon an illegal high-stakes poker game. Hey, April. Oh, wait, no. Oh, this. How do you sound like a goon? Yeah, whatever you say, boss. Hey, April, long time no see. Wants to deal you in? You must have me stinging for some other girl who would probably slit your throats if you snitched on her, not me. Omen sits at the table. The dealer says bets start at $100. How convenient. I don't have the specific amount. Can I back my bet with this child? It surely makes up the difference, right? That depends on how we measure the kid. Going by the joys of parenthood, he's priceless. Going by the current black market rates for organs, it's thousands of dollars at least. I mean, I don't know, honk honk? Works for me. I go all in. Omen rolls a pair of dice. Omen, I don't think poker uses dice. It's a card game. Oh darn, I made a mistake and therefore I've lost. Well, goodbye. Y'all leave to get some sodas. The tough guys sit silently around the table, staring at the kid. You guys my new dads now. You lose smarts but gained fun for gambling. I mean, that was pretty good. You're chilling in your hotel room and decide to browse the room service list. Wow, they have all sorts of kinds. 6-pack of beer, lots of shoelaces, even the very concept of creativity. I mean, it happens more frequently to women back into that conversation, but that doesn't mean that men are immune or people who are non-binary. I mean, there have been multiple serial killers who specifically target men. Look at fucking John Wayne Gacy. Wow, they have... Oh, wait, we read this. Huh, that last one is expensive, but since money isn't a stat anymore, It'd be a net gain stat-wise. Surely after someone brings you creativity and several shoelaces. Imagine all you can do with all this. You open the door of your hotel room with your shirt already halfway off and immediately lock eyes with a man gagged and bound to a chair. In a chair. I don't know. I've only played the first and the fourth game, so... You've seen our faces now, April. We have to kill him. I know. I'm just trying to think of the cleanest way to do it. What the fuck is going on in here? That would be me. That would be me. That would be me in this universe. That's actually how I would respond. So, how are we getting rid of him? Drowning, strangling? I love a good strangle. The better question is, which of us is doing the hit? Cannot be me. I have a redemption arc program meeting in the morning, and they karma audit you for recent misdeeds at the door. Well, I've got a reputation to protect. There's no honkin' way I'm letting you watch me murder a guy and testify against me in court. Okay, I have an idea. We each take a carving knife, wear blindfolds, and stab the air for a few minutes. When we remove the blindfolds, if we happen to find this man dead, there will be no one to know who killed him, and therefore no one to blame. Well, I can't think of a better idea, so sure, let's do that. You better step in before these two idiots wind up dead or in prison. Appeal to the only context in which kidnapping someone is okay. Make the kidnapped guy believe this is his bachelor party, or cover the kidnapped guy in whiskey so no one believes him when he goes to the police. Proceed to celebrate by getting shit-faced with the rest of the whiskey. Both of these are stupid as shit. Let's cover up the kidnapping. You douse the guy in your cheapest whiskey, because you're obviously not going to waste the good stuff on a crime cover-up. Great idea, Periwinkle. On another note, I've spontaneously decided that I want to try cigarettes for the first time right now. Owen lights up a cigarette and takes a hit. Ugh, disgusting. Owen throws the cigarette onto the man covered in whiskey. He goes up in flames. Oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, what do we do? Take him outside. I'm not letting him set the room on fire. My stuff is in here. Omen throws the chair and the flame man tied to it out the window. He lands in the street. Oh, I got an idea. April rips a page of her notebook, writes, I can't live in a world with so much injustice, and throws it down next to the man. A crowd gathers to gawk and weep. So tragic. Another life lost in the fight against injustice. This world is hell. I think I would still prefer to live in this world over our real one, but it is hell. Or if we're going off panty and stocking with garden belt rules, then this is heaven? Yeah, you should watch Panty and Stocking with garden belt if you haven't. It's really fun and it's really well animated, and also there's a lot of sexiness in it. If you're just joining us, this is Channel 7 News, live on the scene of a protest gone deadly, with mere 2 eyewitnesses who saw the whole thing. Yep, that's up. 2 witnesses here witnessing this. That's true. Do either of you know which injustice this poor soul gave his life to denounce? Me not having enough subscribers? You are a terrible reporter. He did not give his life. Look, he's still basically alive. Ah! That's... Oh god, I shouldn't have done that. I already said my throat was fucked at the beginning. I don't know how to scream without fucking up my voice. I know there's a way, but I'm not trained. You all watch the flaming man burn through his ropes and run away. Well, guess that's not our problem anymore. What do you mean? Like and subscribe, honk honk! As promised, you three go to the hotel room and get drunk on whiskey. The good whiskey. You gain fun and lose charm. I'm kind of mixed on whiskey as a drink, I'm gonna be honest. Okay, we gotta go with one of these weird ones. Let's do my weird little village, because we did get lucky that one time and got the maid uniform one. Little acorn. This item gives your character a new job, changing their visual appearance. Okay. I'm curious what we'll see. Ah, good choice. Only a true connoisseur would pick the best item at random. Mm-hmm. Dun, 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 dun. Comic time. The immediate fucking jump scare. Well then. Can you guess what time it is? Yep, it's comic time. Time to brainstorm. Oh my god. That was like getting flashbang. Holy fuck. Sorry, my ears itching. I'm gonna just use a Q-tip to kind of clean them out, because probably this buildup of sweat, aka there. Ugh. Okay. What hardship do you face in everyday life that you highly suspect is the result of a curse someone put on you? Writer's block, microtransactions, all games you play, hair loss, the fact that the gambling commission is looking for you. Obviously, the curse is to blame. Yeah, we're going with that one. That's funniest. And unintentionally, we have gone down the be bold path again, which was my winning strategy many streams at this point. You offered a big cash prize, but only if you eat one of these things. One of your own kidneys, you only need one anyhow. Your own parents, mayo straight from the jar. Ugh. Instead of choosing, ask if you can play for a bigger cash prize if you attempt to eat all three. Is it bad I would much rather try and eat one of my own kidneys than mayo straight from the jar? Because it's not saying I can't cook the kidney. Surely there's a way you could cook that to be good. Oh, but mayo would be quick. Ugh, but I hate mayo so much. It's a texture thing. I'll do the kidney. It's just mayo is gross to me. I hate mayo. We've read that one many times, so I skipped it. You're wandering around when you see Omen and Liam arguing, a Spooky Kong staple as familiar as the merch table. One day, the Lion Court. One day without this armor, that is all that I ask. Then you're asking for too much. The Coven put you in that magic suppression armor for a reason. Yeah, a stupid reason. You try to take over the world one time. Sorry, Omen. You know I've always championing... Fuck! It's isolate, because it says from the jar, so it's like you're just eating mayo by itself. Mayo on food is fine. I'd still rather not have it in the first place. Restoring your magic is a step too far. You need to make peace with your new reality. If you need any help with that, let me know. And if I ever ask you to hold open a door for me, you insufferable, undeferred... Deferred eggplant? Bad day, Omen. Bad century, more like. Liam refuses to authorize me to remove my accursed armor. It is unfortunate because there are many activities I'd like to perform without it. Fingers crossed she's talking about sex. Alas, we must persevere. There are some other spells in my grimoire that I would like to cast, magic or not. So I'm realizing when I had selected the paper note on the initial date option, that was the one we already did. So we should have gone for the other one. Hindsight. Okay, I've read through this one before. You place a pizza order while Omen dials up her resident shenanigan assistant. We heard there'd be pizza and came immediately. Good. But while we wait for the pizza, we are going to pick a fight. Let us check out that biker bar. What? Why? Doug, my sweet summer child. A summon's main use is to provide aid in battle. This is the only way to test Periwinkle's suggestion. Fuck yeah! Let's fight and die for this pizza, Omen. I don't know why I went into an accent there. I don't know why I just went full accent on that one. Genuinely, I don't know why I did that. That was weird. That was weird, brain. Never have I ever had better minions. Or friends. You soon enter the biker bar. Omen buys a beer exclusively for purpose of throwing it at a stranger. That was my drink, you unwashed frog fucker. You wanna fight? Oh, wait a sweet coincidence. That's exactly what I want. Eat axe, you foul beast! Yeah, and I'm gonna hit you too. As soon as I get back from hiding in the bathroom. Good job on redeeming first, nearly 2 hours into the stream. Pizza for Omen! That's true, but Jazz also hasn't shown up in this stream, so he might actually be asleep. Yes, I commend you to throw pepperonis at my enemies, lowly hireling. The things I do to get the tip. Your opponents are forced to deal with pepperoni face. Omen follows up by punching them, because it's hard to dodge a punch when scalding pepperonis in your eye. I really want to get a custom head pat asset so that it's not just like that hand, but it's more like it looks better. Later, after the fight, you all enjoy your victory pizza. Best spell side effect ever. You gain fun and lose charm. See, that's not the weirdest thing you've eaten as a snack. My dad does that, so that one actually isn't that weird to me. I don't think it matters which ones we go for now. You're having a great time at the con, so you decide to tell the world by tweeting, "Having a great time at the con." Good one. Unfortunately, that's enough bait for an online troll to reply, "You're a dumb fuck." Whatever happened to online etiquette? You're not going to let him ruin your day, so you engage in a spirited but respectful debate with him. After a while, the troll writes, "Sorry, my mistake. You're a fucking dumb fuck." You're definitely embarking on a journey of revenge when this con is over. You gain boldness for not backing down from an online fight. Afterwards, you're crossing the lobby with Liam, April, and Zoe when you pass the shittiest ball pit you've ever seen. Oh no, it's DashCon. Unlocking the fucking internet hole memory that is there of just learning about DashCon. Oh my god. Oh my god. I've been flashbanged again today. Holy shit. What the hell is that? Did we wander into a depressing daycare? That's the sad con ball pit. It's sort of a meme monument to past cons gone wrong. Seriously, core memory unlocked. Cute. Can one of you hold my phone while I stream myself swimming in the ball pit? But of course, which sepia filter would you like me to use? Hey Zoe, can you hold my phone while I stream myself swimming in the ball pit? Yep. Liam pouts, but you have a bigger problems. 2 security guards have taken notice of April's ball pit swimming. Miss, what do you think you're doing? Playing in the ball pit? This ball pit is a solemn homage to all the tragic cons that gave their lives to make this one a reality. It's not for playing in. Don't you think it's a little silly to have a ball pit that nobody can play in? We're cops, toots. We're not paid to think. Get into these handcuffs. We're taking you to con jail. No, I can't go back to jail. My old gang will never take me back after what I did. Well, the good news is April's getting handcuffed is only increasing the number on her stream. But you doubt she'll be able to appreciate that from con jail. Convince guards to let her go. A ball pit is technically a type of pool and is therefore the jurisdiction of lifeguards, not security guards. They have no claim over April. Or poses an FBI agent who's going to take April in for her other, much more horrendous crimes. You'll take it from here, thanks. Both are funny. I want to see what how the lifeguards get involved. Crap, is that true? Could be. So hard to keep up with all the jurisdiction bullshit. Man, I miss the days when a hard-working law enforcement was allowed to shoot first and ask questions later. Pretty sure we can still do that, just not in a pool. Why do they even give us these guns if we can't use them freely? Leave my friend alone, you pigs. I'm recording everything you do on my phone. Oh, you mean you're internet famous? No way. Yes way, Liam here's a famous influencer. He's going around seeing who's brave enough to do the latest viral internet challenge. It's called, Can You Shoot Yourself in Your Own Arm? That's super easy, watch. The cop shoots himself in the arm. Ah, it hurts! Is this what people feel when we shoot them? No wonder they complain so much. Come on, partner, let's get you get the first aid booth. You've taken a bullet today, but at least it was for the noble price of internet fame. Gosh, it's amazing what people will do for attention and likes. Anyway, who's going to control me while I do dumb stuff in the ball pit? You're on it. April records a bitchin' ball pit stream, and you gain smarts and lose creativity. I am sad the lifeguards didn't show up. I am disappointed there weren't lifeguards that randomly showed up. This game has only disappointed me once, and this is it. No, I don't think that's a good clip. I thought about it for a second, though. I keep forgetting I'm this big, stupid guy. You decide to watch a panel discussing final game. Oh. So, when I play fighting games, I definitely am, I need to play a character who's built around just pressure. Like, putting pressure on my opponent. Which is why, in Guilty Gear Strive, I adore playing as Giovanna. Also, she's hot, but, I mean, everybody's hot in Guilty Gear Strive. Everybody is. Even the weird ones that I would say are still kind of hot. But Giovanna is also just very high pressure on the opponent, which is my vibe. Afterwards, you, Omen, April, and Doug go see an orchestra perform the score from Skyrim. All you need to do is find a place to sit. Hey, I found some empty seats. Let's sit here. Well, sorry, but you can't. I'm actually saving these seats for my friend who's in the bathroom. You are? Saving the seat? Do you mean to imply that sitting in any other chair would be unsafe? No, saving seats is just a thing friends do for each other. It's fine. We can sit further down. Sorry, I'm saving those seats too, for my other friends. They're also in the bathroom. Okay, no problem. What about these seats? Nope, saving those for my friends and his cousin. And maybe he said she was his fiancée. You're in the bathroom, at any rate. Then they can view the concert from the toilets that they are so obsessed with. Give me a safe seat in which to park my ass to prepare to die. No, Almond, you can't kill him. So I'm gonna murder him first, and then I'm gonna eat his guts. Okay, getting this guy to give up his seats is quickly becoming a life or death situation. Convince him to let you sit. I'm gonna choose the first one. Are you sure you're already at the saving seat stage of friendship? Maybe this is a bit too much and it'll make your friendship awkward. Really? I didn't know there were stages of friendship. Of course there are. Stage 1 is sending each other funny memes. Stage 2 is going out to eat together. Stage 3 is finally sharing the deep stuff, like how your balloon kink might be tied to your mommy issues. Excuse me? Yeah, that one's a clip. That one's a clip. Oh my god. Oh my god. April just dropped like two bombshells right there. One, she has mommy issues. And 2, she has a balloon kink. Oh my god. Okay, moving on. Anyway, seat saving is stage 4. Oh man, I don't think I don't even. I can help. I have a funny mean save just in case I ever make a new friend. What are your friends' phone numbers? I don't know. Come to think of it, I don't even know their numbers. Or their names for that matter. Oh, well, case solved then. Still too soon for you to save seats for them. Gotcha, thank goodness I ran into all of you so you could set me straight. I'm gonna go find my friends and start on stage 0, telling them my name. Airport. Airport. Think about what a balloon animal starts as. Think of the shape of that balloon. Really think about it. Go ahead, just let those gears turn. I'm sure you'll figure it out. He leaves, and you can finally sit and enjoy the concert with your friends. Hey, since it got brought up, are we at the saving state of our friendship? Of course we are, silly goose. We know each other's names and everything. Doug, if someone tried to take your seat, I would rip their heart out and eat it raw. Aw, thanks. Objectively, Omen is the type of friend I actually need in my life, if we're being honest. Because I stand up to myself, but it took a while to get here. If I had somebody who was scarily standing up for me instead, that would do wonders, if we're being honest. Also, I feel like every friend group needs that one friend who's either secretly or overtly terrifying. Unsurprisingly, I fill that role in a lot of my friend groups, though. I don't know why. I don't feel like I'm that scary of a person, but apparently I'm the scary friend in a lot of my friend groups. I learned that recently. It was a weird day. We were in the middle of rock climbing when I learned this too. It was weird. Because I could have sworn that I tended to be the mom friend, but apparently I'm like a weird combination of the mom friend and the scary friend. You see an empty spot at a tabletop RPG game session, so you sit down without thinking twice. I just don't feel like I'm scary usually. Whatever. Game is really weird. The word is just a bunch of letters, and you all play at the same time by moving a planchette around. It's a fucking Ouija board! The moment they said planchette, I knew it was a Ouija board. God damn it. Okay. Oh, okay, one sec. Gotta check my... You know what? No, I'll check my email after... Well, once the ad break starts in a few minutes. But I just got email related to brake pads for my car, which I really am gonna need. A Luigi board, yes, yes. Well, When it's done, you're not sure who won, but you got to talk to your late great-great-grandfather. I guess that's fun, right? You know, I kind of would be interested in talking to a great-great-grandparent. I think that would be fun. I'd be very interested to see if how they would react to being like, so you were born a dude, but you're not a dude anymore. I'm very curious how a great-great-grandparent would react to that. Also, like, what are they gonna do at that point? They can't do anything but answer, and you can just leave at that point. Afterwards, you meet up with Liam and April to go to a Japanese kitsugi workshop. Kitsugi? Oh, that's the thing where if something breaks, they'll use, like, gold to repair, like, the cracks in it so that it... Got it. I know what that is, actually. Afterwards, you meet up with Liam and April to go to a kintsugi workshop. Fucking things up and haphazardly fixing them is your specialty, so this should be easy. Put them back into the ground, yeah. Greetings, my friends. Do you two know what kintsugi is? Yeah, it's when you repair broken pottery by... Fear not, I will explain it. It's when you repair broken pottery. God, that's gaudy. By filling the cracks with lacquered gold. Okay, ads are going. Now is a good time to get up, stretch, use the bathroom, all that fun stuff. I will do the same because I also need to check my email because I need to get my brake pads and all that stuff and make sure everything's going right tomorrow. Because not having good brake pads is terrifying when you're driving. Ah, just in time. It can be seen as a metaphor for making a broken thing more beautiful than ever, much like one's own tarnished soul. I wish it was a metaphor for you shutting the fuck up. So what did you bring to do kintsugi on? I brought this urn. You're going to shatter and then repair an urn? What about the ashes? I'll mix them into the gold lacquered paste. It'll be both morbid and beautiful. Just like clowns, honk honk? Sometimes you alarm me, April. What? It's a cute idea. Besides, I'm sure Periwinkle brought something way weirder. Actually, you didn't bring anything at all. You weren't aware that you had to bring your own breakables. You gotta improvise something to kintsugi. No time to think. Smash your arm with your emergency hammer until you finally have something broken with you. Your bank account. You've been broke for too long, and it sounds like it could be beautifully fixed by adding some gold. Let's break our arm. You panic and go for it. Your hammer gives you several bruises, and you can't seem to crack the bone. Periwinkle, stop! I can just give you one of my extra plates I brought. No, you can't back down now. It's basically be admitting your idea was dumb. Periwinkle, sweetie. You're struggling because your technique is all wrong. Let me help you. April gently takes the hammer from you, then absolutely... Oh my god. I should have known, but still. Oh my god. April gently takes the hammer from you, then absolutely pulverizes your arm in one hit. See? It's all in the wrist. But Periwinkle's broken bones are still inside her body. How is she supposed to do kintsugi on them? By peeling back her skin to get to the bones, silly goose. Here, you can borrow my scalpel. Oh my god. April gives you a scalpel from her purse, then waits rapturously for you to peel your own arm open. Actually, it'll go faster if I just do it. I'm flabbergasted. She cuts your arm open, and you repair your bones kintsugi style. They're not nearly as strong as they were before, but they sure are pretty. Later, you all meet up with Omen and tell them the whole sordid tale. And then she filled her bones with gold lacquer. It was engrossing to watch. Yep, it had all the disgusting appeal of surgery theater. Is this one of the universe's cruel jokes that it gave 2 arms to people who have no idea how to care for them? Omen's just jealous of your gold shitty bones. You gain boldness for your macabre art. But lose smarts. Oh my god, no shit you lose smarts for that. God, I hate how we're this stupid fucking thing. Eating hot dogs. That isn't a hobby. A pastime, then. It surely is a way in which I adore passing my time. You really like hot dogs? I do. And one thing I do not like, doctors. They keep telling me I should not eat so many hot dogs. Complete morons. Ah, hot dogs. Hands down the best thing to happen to me after imprisonment. It does. But wait, aren't hot dogs a thing that has existed for more than 100 years? Pretty sure they were invented in Frankfurt in the late 15th century. Took me a second. Dang, why does my brain retain these things but not my old passwords? Oh my god, me for real, for real. Do not beat yourself up, Periwinkle. Your brain isn't your greatest asset. Ow! 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 That was brutal. Holy fuck. Wow. Oh my god. Your brain isn't your greatest asset, but this is something we have all accepted by now. You should accept it too. Okay. And then how do you explain not knowing about hot dogs? They existed back then. Excuse me for not knowing what this one food during the 25 years I had before getting imprisoned. This is the one thing we did not have back then was this internal net thing. So it was pretty plausible for people not to know about a certain thing if it didn't happen in your vicinity. For example, I did not know about the existence of karate either. Huh, that makes sense. It does, but then again, your brain isn't your best assets, as previously stated. It follows that it doesn't process common sense very well. Damn! She's negging us. It's a bit of a tragedy. Although I don't think it's like the gross version of negging. I think she's just unintentionally mean. Oh, hi, Jazz. And you want to know another tragedy? That I've come to know about hot dogs when I was half the hands I used to. Could use one of mine to help you stuff hot dogs into your mouth. Would you do that? Really? I would owe you a big one. Don't mention it. Sorry for being mean to you, Periwinkle. You might have a weak... Jesus Christ! She is going for the jugular. You might have a weak brain, but you make up with it with a strong heart. Thanks? You run to the hot dog food truck where you proceed to feed hot dogs to Omen. It's nice to spend time with your friends, trying out their hobbies. Okay, time for the last one. What's illegal but should be illegal? What's legal but should be illegal? Got it. So what is currently legal to do but should not be? A knife fight, gazing at sculptures of a hot, beautiful Greek man. Playing beach volleyball or playing domino online. Yeah, domino is the right choice. A knife fight is illegal technically, so it would have been funny in that regard though. What's the one thing they should be teaching at schools? Things you should not try to eat. How to build a Ferris wheel. Proper etiquette during time travel. Parts of the body you should avoid getting shot in. No. Don't make me go mother mode on you, Jazz. I've already had to go mother mode on airport today. You're walking around the lobby when you suddenly hear, look, it's Periwinkle. When you turn around, nobody's looking at you. They're looking at somebody else. Somebody who's cosplaying you. When did you get famous? Are you part of a beloved video game franchise? And more importantly, did that guy steal your clothes? There are too many questions in your head right now. Here, you'll need boldness to go on with your life without asking them. It was dumb. It wasn't like a big deal. I just had to go mother mode to be like, hey, cover your drink regardless of how people perceive you. If you're drinking with people you don't trust. No! Just because it's shaped like food does not mean it is food. Poison is a thing. Just like rotten food is a thing. Afterwards, you're thinking dreamily of Omen and how sexy she is when she's trying to remove her armor and restore her magical powers. You're daydreaming about her, arguing with Liam about it until you realize that she's actually right in front of you, arguing with Liam about it. Dreams do come true. What about half a day? And I shan't even remove the full suit, just the cape. Omen, we've been over this. The answer is no. Come on! I am doing a compromise with you instead of simply bashing your skull in. Is that not indicative of the vast growth I've had as a person? I hear you, but I said no. And even if I changed my mind, I doubt the Coven would ever agree to it. I have ways of making them agree. Like, baking them a batch of cookies with practically no poison in them. That is what nice people do to persuade others, right? Well, it's a start. Look, I've got a panel to go to now. We can talk more about this later. Wait. You are not dismissing me outright? Does that mean I have a chance? We'll see. Don't get your hopes up. Too late! Ah, Periwinkle. Good news is close. Good news. Liam is close to caving and giving me my powers back. I need to sharpen my rusty magic skills. One I'd definitely like to practice is necromancy ritual I used to cast to raise an army of skeletons. Such wonderful times I had. There I was, conquering kingdoms, terrifying widows and children. I was a bona fide bone lord. So how about it? Can you work your magical non-magic skills and get me the skeleton warriors I deserve? That's a tall order. But Omen's happiness is on the line. Time to raise those bones. So we've seen both of these. I love the Weekend at Bernie's idea, because Weekend at Bernie's is a great concept when it comes down to things that aren't Weekend at Bernie's, because when you think about Weekend at Bernie's, you just go, oh no, oh. But I've been in tabletop games where we had an NPC die, so we Weekend at Bernie's them so that we could not get caught for them being dead, even though we didn't kill them. I don't think we did, at least. My character at least didn't. Oh. Oh, right. This is one of those things where you had to just... Oh, I chose the right choice on accident. Well, we're skipping through this, sorry. Weekend at Bernie's, fucking yuppie goes to, Weekend at Bernie's is like they go to like their boss's place for a party, find out he's dead, and then they maneuver him and make it seem like he's alive by messing with his corpse so that they can for some reason get money. I don't remember the whole story. It's fine. It's maybe worth a watch once just so you can understand the Weekend at Bernie's joke, and that's about it. You're outside the con. Ugh, such a long line to get in. You try to find the end of the line. You keep walking and walking and walking. No. I mean, depending on the bones, I mean, that one's more okay than the previous statements. Like, if y'all want to eat a dog bone, fucking go for it. Pretty sure that's mostly edible. Also, bone broth is a thing. And you find that the line doesn't end. In fact, the end of the line is the beginning of a different line. This one line goes to a guy who's giving you free creativity. That'll entertain you while you wait to get into the con. Later, you invite Omen to wind down and watch a movie at the hotel. Finally, you two can spend some much-needed one-on-one time together. This is peak cinema and exceptionally relatable. What did you say it was called? Despicable Me. Ugh. Watch Megamind! I think Megamind's great. More people should watch Megamind. I'm mad that Megamind got lumped into the same crowd as Despicable Me, because Megamind is better than Despicable Me. Because people didn't watch Despicable Me, even though Despicable Me is fucking amazing. Or, Megamind is fucking amazing. Fascinating. You see Omen reach into the popcorn bowl. Now's your chance to not so accidentally brush her fingers and create some romantic tension. Jazz, you're Minion. I hate to say it. You're the character named Minion. You're too... It's just spot on. Jazz being Minion is too fucking spot on. So what happened is Megamind and Despicable Me released around the same time, where they both had similar concepts, including having characters who are subservient to the main character named Minion. Or the Minions, in the case of Despicable Me. And they're both animated, 3D animation specifically. So people went, well, they're both the same thing, so we're going to watch the one that clearly isn't ripping off the other one, even though they aren't. I mean, I'm either Megamind or the love interest. Airport, the closest character to you is Hal, the fucking guy who ends up being the villain. But it's still not like a good example of you as a character, because that's a full-on like neckbeard kind of person. So I'm gonna just say you're nobody, because I don't think you have it into you to be a quote-unquote nice guy. You know, the type, the people who think that being nice is what gives you a right to attention from women. Yeah. Also, another thing, Megamind is a smaller cast, so it's easier to remember all the characters, but it's harder to like be like, oh, this is this person. Because you got Megamind, you got Minion, you got the love interest, you got Hal. You've got Metro Man, and then you've got citizens as a whole. And then there's also the fucking museum curator. Yeah. Caffeinet is Metro Man. Oh my god. Oh, okay. One sec. Okay, that. Oh my god. That I have to send that to Caffeinet. He does look like Markiplier once he gets the facial hair. Ah, spider! Omen grabs you and tries to crush your fingers. Hot! Once your bones squeak, she realizes she's holding your hand. Stop staring at me with that dumb face. She socks you in the jaw. Hot, but also ow. Is this narration written by Airport? Like, this is 100% something I could see Airport being like, hot, but also ow, getting punched in the jaw. My apologies. I have cuteness aggression. Aw, are you saying I'm cute? No. Yes. I don't know. Shut the fuck up. She punches you again. One more round of flirting and you're gonna end up eating your teeth. Still, it's clear that Omen at least kind of likes you. Surely there's something you can do to help her relax and open up to you. Hey Omen, I have a fun date idea. Do you want to get buried alive together? Periwinkle, you always suggest the most peculiar shit. And it turns me on. I'm in. Let's get buried. Omen is also a freak, but she is not April levels of freak. I just want to point that out to everybody. Omen is a freak, but April is so much freakier that Omen feels like very vanilla. That's how I would describe this. That sounds fun. I'll bury you too if you want. Nico, why the fuck are you under the bed? A good detective looks for clues even in the unlikeliest of places. Also, I've been stuck under here for an hour. I was just gonna wait it out because I didn't want to ruin your date. But I'll bury you if you get me out of here. It's a deal. 3 hours later, you and Omen are sexily, claustrophobically confined in a coffin 6 feet underground. That is my nightmare. I just want to point that out there. That is a nightmare for me. So then I told those uppity, heroic prudes exactly where they could stick their magic wands. You should have seen their faces. They wrecked my shit afterwards, of course, but it was worth it. I take it back. I take it back. I take it back. Due to the tight space, your face is pressed too deep into Omen's cleavage to properly articulate a response. Not that you're complaining. Again, I take it back about the nightmare now. fuck? I must say, Periwinkle, being imprisoned in a small space is way more fun with company. Thank you for suggesting this. You and Omen spent a wonderful night here, and most of the next morning because Nico almost forgets to dig you up. Oxygen was a bit lacking by the end, but you've never say no to a couple extra hours of motorboating, I mean spending time with Omen. You gain boldness being buried alive for love, but some of the brain cells responsible for your charm died from lack of air, so you lose charm. I mean, if I were to suffocate to death, that would probably be the way to suffocate to death. Oh, this is the fan scenes one. Sorry, I've read this one too many times. We're skipping it. You're leaving your last activity when Omen steps directly into your path. Periwinkle! Hi? Hi. Is everything okay? Do not interrupt me! As of late, I find myself a bit into you. And sex. Perhaps even both at the same time. That is also a valid question to ask, but, anyway. Do not let it get to your head. It is a rare day when glorious overlord such as myself stoops to lay with a pathetic worm like you. Oh my god. I hate how this would work on me. I hate how the way she is talking to our character would work on me. I hate how that would actually work on me. Admittedly, it has to be from the right person to make it work, but... Oh my god, I understand why Airport likes being degraded now. Fuck. Fuck. I'm having to contend with things now. Anyway, I'm here to make you mine, but I am unsure of the current courtship ritual, and therefore do not know how to proceed. I thought it best to simply ask you directly, what is the typical courting procedure these days? Okay, well, I've seen this one, so I'm gonna do this one. Oh, truly? That sounds quite intricate. It is, but there's loads of inspiration out there. Let me show you. 2 hours to explain all your favorite romance tropes later. Okay. I can pull these rituals off. It is no more complex than my world domination plans. The only one bed thing could be tricky, as I do not yet own one. We could try only one Iron Maiden, but it does not seem as well liked in these fictions. For the love triangle, we shall introduce and make our relationship unnecessarily complicated. Let us both shout our proposals on 3. 1, 2, 3, April. I shouted April. I shouted louder, so April wins. She will be excited. I almost said executed. Clippable? I'm not clipping that one. If you want to clip it, go for it. I'm not clipping that one. Also, I think enough time has passed that it's going to be harder for me to get the clip right anyway. Thank you for explaining courtship to me, Periwinkle. I had assumed we would get straight to sex like in the good old days, but this has been enlightening. Oh, well, I mean, we can adapt, eh? We could go straight to the sex if you want to. No, we are in too deep now. We must keep the will they, won't they energy alive. Will you one day kiss these Oh my god. I've seen most of these before. Why is it getting me today? Oh my god. Oh my, I'm feeling things today. Will you one day kiss these sultry, still cold lips? Will I leave you at the altar multiple times? Only time can tell. I must be off now. I need to buy a plane ticket to somewhere so that you can confess your true feelings to me at the airport. Farewell. Well, at least there's some possible omen sex in your future, as long as this is friends to lover stories. Fingers crossed. You gain creativity for following fiction, but you lose fun for going with a slow burn instead of jumping straight into the action. Yeah, that sounds about right. Down on the main stage to learn about your favorite art form, anime, specifically a ranking of the best anime butts. Some of the choices are intriguing. I mean, sure, mecha robots technically have big asses. Oh my god, mecha has been a huge thing this past week in my life. Because I was listening to a podcast, Quest for the Best, and they mentioned mecha, and it made me go, they talked about it and they brought up how Joseph Joestar would be an amazing mech pilot, and I couldn't agree more. And then I've been kind of debating what will be a secondary season for Hex Club. So I've been reading this game system called Girlframe, which seems to combine Apocalypse Keys and Thirsty Sword Lesbians into one TTRPG, but you play as mech pilots. So, like, that has been in my mind, and specifically keep in mind, I've only read, like, maybe 5 pages of it. But what I've read has made me go, oh, this is supposed to be like an Evangelion style mecha. So I'm very interested. You go to watch a taping of a new viral game show. A few lucky audience members will get chosen to play. Welcome to Suddenly Game Show Trolley Trolleys. God damn it, that's not how you speak. Trolley Trials. I'm your handsome host, the interdimensional prince. Our first contestant is the slimy sweetie in Suite 38C. Wow, I can't believe this is happening. It's an honor to meet you, Mr. Your Highness. It must be. Now, onto the screen, you'll see a trolley speeding towards 5 tied-up captives. This lever can redirect the trolley to a track with only one person tied up on it. Will you pull the lever, contestant number 1? What? Is this live? Are those real people? Are they gonna die? Why do I have to choose who dies? Oopsie, you ran out of time. Your inaction kept you from having to choose, but you resulted in the deaths of 5 people. No points for you. Oh god, what have I done? Next contestant. Yes, 'tis I, so tell me, who are the people tied to the tracks? Have they wronged me somehow? Are any of them doctors? I'm not sure. I suppose the man at the end is wearing what could be a lab coat. Then I shall subject his group to Drawley's side. I do not care for doctors. Wrong answer. Stupid justification. 0 points. Next contestant. According to classical ultra-realism, you must prioritize the good of the many and redirect the trolley to the track with only one person on it. Pull the lever, Prince. Correct. In so fast, too. Congratulate. Then I turn the trolley around and kill the other 5 people, too. What? Why? Isn't the point of this game to kill the most people, silly goose? No, that's not the... Seems there's been a misunderstanding, so I'll let you change your answer if you want. Now I'm good. That just leaves one more contestant, Periwinkle, in seat 39C. Will you pull the hypothetical lever? To fund the trolley infrastructure of this hypothetical city, it has only brought terrible transportation, several dead people, and no ethical clarity. Oh my, that was a super secret correct answer. It's also the answer that puts an end to this program. I don't know how to feel about this. Wait, how did you win without killing anybody? That seems counterintuitive. I hate to say it, but Jazz and Airport, I think this is, between the two of you, is the Predator handshake meme, where one says what's an airport and the other one says Jazz, and it's just obsessing over April 1st from Monster Con. Periwinkle's a winner because she saved everyone. In this dilemma and every dilemma that could have been, she is a hero. It just goes full deja vu from Initial D. That might be a reference only for me, I'm realizing. I don't know. Initial D might be too old for chat. I feel old now. Even though I was past the age when it came out, but I think. But still. This is what it takes to be a hero. Pass. Fuck the haters. It's not often you get to be a hero and get the interdimensional prince fired in one day. Win-win. Initial D. You know, with the deja vu, felt this way before, that song. Over the next few weeks, you meet with city planners, government officials, and trolley operators, dismantling the whole establishment. God knows why you're qualified to do all this, but God knows why this city's public transport relied on killing innocent people in the first place, so whatever. I mean, it is the drifting meme song, but it's also just a really fun anime that people should watch. Initial D's great, you should watch it. Anyway. Not good enough to end up in my top 10 anime of all time list that I'm working on. To put it in perspective, that is a list that is very 100% personal, and even Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood might not be in that list other than an honorable mention. Admittedly, there is also one entry in there that is 100%, well, I'd say 50-50% also there is a joke, but also I do kind of stand by my statement regardless. But unless you're in the Discord, I'm not going to share that on stream because it'll be better if it's a surprise. Ugh. Why do you hurt yourself, Airport? By the end of it, you've made a huge difference. The city's papers can't stop singing your praises. Citizens finally freed from heroic, omnipresent threat of being tied to trolley tracks at any moment. Philosophers' Society at a loss now that trolleys no longer offer interesting ethical dilemmas to discuss. Well, unfortunately that means Initial D is not going to hit those specific things. Initial D is about drifting cars, and it's a really good race anime. But hey, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood has all of those things you do want. Oh, well then you would love Initial D. Initial D is amazing. Also, the soundtrack is fucking awesome. Initial D might make it into my top 10, but it's one of those that might just only be an honorable mention. Interview with a retired trolley operator. I can still hear the screams. You gain smarts for dismantling the trolley establishment, but lose charm. The last day of the con is here. Omen, my beloved. But first, the comic book. Finally, the Arcane gather round to put all the pieces of your greatest masterpiece together. Time to see the fruits of your labor. Domino! Or, oh, domino. Oh, I get it. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. Domino follows Kale, a regular dude who gets transported into a magical world while all disputes are solved via epic domino matches. Honestly, that would be fun. An isekai where you end up in the Yu-Gi-Oh universe could be a lot of fun. Regular dude who gets... okay. The world is ruled by a powerful Prince of Domino. Whoever beats him in a domino match will earn a free pass for one crime. But the prince hides at the top of the tower that ascends into the sky. As Kale climbs the tower, he will find all sorts of surprises in its many levels. Friends, foes, even free coffee. Our protagonist will have the help of the ancestral talisman of the dominoes, an artifact that lets Kale see the heart of the pieces, at the cost of being rightfully chased by the gambling commission for cheating. Okay. But the true domino match is in the domino matches Kale plays, the one that takes place inside him, a match against his kidneys to decide which kidney should leave if Kale was ever to donate a kidney. Will he win the one domino match that truly matters? I mean, it's literally supposed to be Yu-Gi-Oh, so... I'm not afraid of you. This is not my first domino match. Huh, but you see, this isn't a normal domino match. This is an online domino match. I love the reaction shot. I love the reaction shot so much. An online domino match? I think it's a domino match, but played on computers through the internet. No way! Everything seems lost, but then Kale remembers the wise words of his grandpa. Kale, if you ever face a formidable foe, remember that no one is immune to being shot in the face. I have no idea, Airport. I have no idea. I know there's a point system. That's about it. Of course. Heh. Sin's grandpa words have given Kale a plan, but will it work against Kale's unorthodox domino villain? Variant. Oh my god, Gmod domino sounds like a nightmare. Okay, give me a season of Yu-Gi-Oh! You've got to be more specific. Are you talking OG Yu-Gi-Oh! Or are we talking GX, Zexal, Vrains, Arc 5, oh, whatever the... GX, okay, Airport is the little mousy one with the blue hair that's always nervous and scared. But, like, when it matters, they fucking can go for it. Jazz, you're Jaden. You're the main guy. You have, like, that cocky attitude. Caffeinet would... No, actually, Jazz, you are 100% Chad. You're the rival of Jaden. Because he has no chill, actually. Jaden has chill. Caffeinet is Jaden. Caffeinet's the main dude. I'm definitely one of the teachers who has to kind of deal with all the bullshit. Okay, well now I have to tell Caffeinet. I wonder how Caffeinet's gonna respond to these messages. Oh, I already have. You go looking for Omen to invite them to the party, but they actually end up finding you first. Periwinkle, you will never believe it. Liam actually convinced the Coven to let me take off my cape for a few hours. Who would have thought that the tenacious fucker would actually be good for something? Tedious fucker, I misread. This should allow me to channel at least some of my power. That's incredible, Omen. What spells do you want to cast first? Actually, I've decided not to cast any magic. What? But I thought that was the whole reason you wanted to take the cape off. It was, at first. But now I've realized that there are other things I'd rather do without my clothes. I am talking about having sex. With you. Yeah, no, I got that. I'm in. Of course you are. Oh. Okay, phone. Thank you for going off. And we'll censor that now. I gave everybody a chance to get an eyeful if they wanted it. We're going to censor it just in case. Because it isn't exactly explicit, but it could be pushed that way. Anyway, considering that they've been out of practice for over 100 years, Omen's surprisingly great in bed. You can't believe they gave up that chance to magically turn people inside out just to fuck you. Maybe they're closer to redemption than you thought. Or maybe they're just hornier than they are evil. Either way, it's a win. Honestly, if we're being honest, like fully honest here, if I were an evil person, I think I'd be more horny than evil. Even if I was like the main villain of like an anime or a show or anything, I think I would still be more horny than I am evil. I just think that's objectively true.
When you stream, you would not believe.
I think that's true.
Many companies treat you like you're robbing like a thief. But you don't have to fear, it won't happen with me. We were meant to trust each other.
I think it would be shockingly easy. I do think it would be shockingly easy to dissuade my evil plans if I were evil, just because I have the unfortunate super horniness about me. Oh my god. I just had a thought. If I were to make a like short, like 1 to 3 comic thing, I would 100% make it a battle manga style thing where all of the like fighters are just maids, but they fight in like really cool, brutal ways.
Thanks for playing! Leave us a good review!
People are calling me out in chat, I see. Calling me out as a freak and a monster fucker. Which admittedly I don't try and hide, but still. You. Oh my god. Oh, there has to... Oh my god. That's a great idea. I should make a TTRPG season based around the main characters all being maids and butlers. Oh my god. Whenever the podcast gets to a point where it starts getting fan art, I have to do that. Hell, no, that's such a... Oh my... Okay, a Google Doc. Where's the Google Doc I have open? Let's... new one. Hex Club... Maids at... Butlers and Maids. Oh my... No, I'm writing this down so I don't forget it. Do a whole season where the pro tags are all maids and butlers because of some reason, just because I want to see lots of fan art of that specifically. Well, they fill similar roles. It's not like the male equivalent of a maid. Butlers and maids have different roles and different things they do, but butlers and maids have a lot of overlap and they tend to work hand in hand. At least I believe that's how it is. It's been a while since I've seen anything related to the Edwardian era of that kind of stuff, but pretty sure that's how it is. Oh my... Yeah, that has to happen. Oh my god. Anyway, we're gonna raid out. Oh my god. I'm going to be thinking on this idea now. And hopefully finding a system that would work for such a idea. We know, Airport. We all know. For a month, I don't know. I have time to figure it out. But holy shit, that's... That idea kind of stun-locked me. I don't know. I will figure it out. I'll probably have more thoughts on it tomorrow when I stream. Raid's going. Bye!